What is up, family? It is your boy Prince back with another video. Welcome to the Royal Upgrade, and today we're talking about the subtle art of not giving a fuck, but now we're on chapter 2, which is titled Happiness is a Problem. So this one hits a little bit hard just because it kind of talks about one of the biggest misconceptions that we feel like happiness is something that we can achieve. So what if I told you happiness, whether you're trying to find it financially, physically, spiritually, or anything, happiness isn't a destination. It's something that you have to have now, and you have to understand that you hold and you are happy given any situation that you're in. So in segment 1 that I'll talk about from chapter 2 of Mark Manson's book, he really starts with, the pursuit of happiness is a trap. So where he goes to say about this is, he actually opens the chapter by introducing what he calls the backwards law. The idea is simple. The more that you try to chase something, the less you are likely to feel like you have it. So this comes similar to the video that I just posted previous while we were manifesting, going from house to house or sitting in cars and really understanding. You have to understand when it comes to the law of attraction, and similar to what Manson's speaking about, you don't chase things. This is what I actually had to learn even in football and whatnot. Anything that you want to succeed in, you don't chase it. You have to attract it. So this is the thing that Manson talks about. So to give you a little bit more detail, the more you chase happiness, the more you remind yourself that you're not happy. The more you chase success, the more you remind yourself that you're not successful. This creates a vicious cycle where your efforts to feel enough only amplify the sense that you're lacking. So in other words, when you constantly focus on what you want, you inadvertently focus on the fact that you don't have it. And that focus shapes your reality. So if you remember, the whole series is perspective is reality, correct? When you're chasing those things, right? Most of the time, not most of the time, all the time you're chasing instead of attracting, you're dwelling on the damn, I don't have $100,000. Oh, I don't have a six pack. Oh, I don't feel healthy. Oh, your perspective on it is that you don't have. So you're worried about the lack of, rather than, oh, I am healthy. I am healthy. I just need to take the right steps to become who I already am, if that makes sense. Question for the viewers that I have written down in my notes. How often do you find yourself saying, I'll be happy when, maybe it's like whether it's a dream job, getting fit, getting a certain amount of money. Oh, I'll be happy whenever this job is done and I can move on. I'll be happy when so forth and on and on and on and on. And the problem is when you get there, you move the goalposts. Humans by nature, we desire. That's the way, whether you believe in God or not, to each their own, but I do believe in a higher being, and I feel like that's the way that we were designed as humans. No matter who you are, whether you're watching this video and you're a millionaire, or whether you're watching this video with a six pack, or whether you're watching this video with neither, I do feel like no matter where you are in your life, you're always striving for better. As you should though, as you should want to upgrade 1% every single day. Segment 2 that he talks about here is more relatable a little bit. Problems are inevitable, right? So here's actually the kicker. Happiness isn't about eliminating problems from your life. It's about choosing the problems you want to deal with. And I think that when he talks about this is similar to what we talked about in episode 1. This is so important. This comes back to perspective being powerful. Literally, like I've said prior, you can have two people with the exact same day, and just how you look at those days and the way you perceive your realities and what you're perceiving and the options you choose to do, you will literally have two different realities. And it can be the smallest of things. Like one person wakes up, chooses to make the bed. The other person wakes up and chooses to scroll on their phone for 30 minutes. Now they're rushing because now they're late to work. You see what I'm saying? It's those small things that you feel like don't really add up, but they do. The person that chooses to pack their lunch or make their lunch the day before, when they know that they might understand, okay, I wake up a little bit later, or I like to stay in bed a little bit later, so let me adapt and become the person I want to be and be successful. Because if you understand, everything trickles, right? Oh, you understand that, maybe you don't like paying for food or whatnot, so you want to save money, but then you also feel like, oh, well, I'm just too tired to make food while I'm at home. Well, now you're rushing, you don't have any food, so now you're at work working 8, 9, 10, some people 11, 12 hours with no fuel in your stomach. Now you're mad, you're upset, you're hangry, this, that, etc. And then you're sitting there blaming it on the food or not having food or things of that nature. So now everything you're doing, everyone you talk to, everything you perceive is negative. So that's the thing, is that people feel like life is happening to them. I'm here to tell you, and this is what the Royal Upgrade is about, life is not happening to you. You are happening to life. Your perspective is your reality. How you see everything is how your life will be run. It's that simple. Back to segment 2, that is about problems being inevitable. Manson actually uses an incredible example. When we solve one problem, we just create new ones. So he kind of like wants us to think about this. When you finally buy your dream house, right? Now you have to worry about maintenance. So now you're like, I'm so excited. All I need to ever have to be happy was this dream house. Well, hate to tell you, but for most people, maybe not, mortgage, hate to tell you, the window might break, the AC might break, the water might stop. Now you have to worry about other things. So now you're like, oh, there's new problems. So problems, no matter what you do in life, whether you get money or not. I mean, you hear Jay-Z, more money, more problems. You feel me? Like, more problems are going to come. It's about what you choose to perceive as a problem. And when you land the big promotion, for example, now you got stress from managing a team. So now that, yes, okay, let's go. Great job. Now you're getting paid $20,000 more. You've got the bonus. You've got X, Y, and Z. But now you have more stress. But obviously, it's coming back to what I said, the perspective. Is this an opportunity? Absolutely. So would you rather want to see the opportunity that you're presented with or the problems within it? So segment 3, Manson talks about in chapter 2, is the responsibility for problems, right? So let's go to the notes. Now, this is where it gets real. Manson says happiness is about taking responsibility for the problems you choose to solve. Not all problems are created equal, and not all are worth the energy. So I want you to ask yourself, the problems that you're having, are they meaningful? In the sense of, what are you giving your energy to? Like the problems, because even myself, I am 100% at fault. Actually, I'm at fault with that right now. Truth be told, I can't even find the main tripod that I use to record these videos. So I have a little, set up so you guys can still watch me right now. But at first I was stressing, but you have to understand there's certain things like, if you can't control it, then why are you stressing? Because whether you stress or not about something that doesn't bring peace for today. Like, let's say that you're stressing about something tomorrow, that brings you no peace today. And the thing that you're stressing about is still gonna happen. So you might as well just have the best, sit back, relax, calculate the situation, and move in the most positive way. Because when you sit there and complain, you're bringing your frequency down. Now, like, we all have that person, and if you don't have that person, you are the person. Or you have been the person that, when they get upset, I know I've been this person, so don't take offense, where when they get upset, you can just feel the whole room go, like whether it's like a parent, like a bigger brother, or even like a teammate, whatever, like you just know when they're upset, bro, like, oh my gosh, everyone be quiet, watch what you say. Now everyone's frequency is lower, now everyone's in a negative light. It's just one of those things that you have to be aware of. Also just saying, am I solving them, as in these problems, because I truly care or because I think I should? By taking ownership of your problems, you regain control. And that's where the freedom begins. Not from avoiding the issue, but facing the right ones head on. I think this chapter was really, really powerful. Just really understanding that yes, you have issues, yes, you have problems. Number one, whatever you think is going to make you happy, right? It's not gonna just magically make problems go away. When you have a lot of money, no matter what it is, you gotta pay a lot of taxes. You have people, at that point, you don't know who's with you, who's not with you. There's still issues. So I don't want people to think, oh, if I get really, really fit, I'm gonna lose all my problems. Oh, if I get really, really rich, I'm gonna lose all my problems. You're still going to have problems. I'm telling you that right now, as someone that has got fit, and I'm not anywhere where I want to be financial freedom-wise, but I'm sure that we'll be having this same video a year from now, where I'm finally there, God willing, you're there with me, and we can have this conversation in person, because there's always going to be problems. But you have to pick which problems are worth really focusing on, because that alters your reality, that alters your perspective. Thank you so much for watching this quick episode 2. I should have episode 3 here shortly. Leave in the comments, because I'm honestly thinking, when it comes to day-to-day talking to humans, right? Other humans about their perspective. I think I'm gonna start going on like Discord calls, like Omegle, just talking to random people and just asking them about their day, asking them about like things that they're happy about throughout the day, because you'll be shocked, and I'm gonna give you real proof, real evidence of this. How many people, their perspective is negative subconsciously. They don't even realize it. Think about this. I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to name me 3 things that you're happy about today. If it took you longer than 10 seconds to name one thing you're happy about today, that's what I'm talking about. Because you're feeding your subconscious negative thoughts without you even realizing. Frequency is everything you do and everything you do in the people around you. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, your family's negative, so leave your family. But however, I will agree that I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of times family, like people that are close to you, sometimes can be family, and it's not their fault because they're also products of their environment. So you have to understand whether it's your mom or dad or your big brother or your auntie that you feel like you live with or your grandmother that's like very negative, oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. You have to also understand their perspective. Well, how did they grow up? Have you ever sat there and really talked to the person that you feel is like lower frequency or bringing your frequency down, how they grew up, how they perceive the world? And and who knows, maybe you guys can sit down and watch this video. Maybe you guys can sit down and read the book together, you know? I'm really excited to get this going a little bit faster. We have a lot of things happening right now, man. I'm actually kind of in the middle of moving and whatnot to a more situated scene. Really excited. And this is just such a blessing. And I almost want to start tearing up because the past few weeks, man, has just been a blessing. I have met so many positive people, bruh. Like, so many good people. And when I tell you from my experience so far, the law of attraction, like I can't wait to tell y'all some stuff, but some things are still in the works. But it's just truly a blessing. I've met so many successful people. And, you know, the thing that I'm attracting for me personally, everyone has their own thing. For me, like I've told y'all in the manifestation video, is financial freedom. Being able to have an abundance of finance right now, because I feel like a lot of things in my life I've conquered through the law of attraction, through God, has blessed me and gave me the order that he feels is best. And I feel like financial really is the last thing for me before really being able to provide for others, help others, and really travel the world and really start doing those things, or just traveling the state and being able to talk to people. But thank you guys so much. I'm just thankful to even be able to make these videos, man, to even be in the position that I am right now. 6 months ago, believe it or not, bro, like I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do. You know, I was let go on my football team, and that was probably one of the most devastating things that I've experienced. Not because, I mean, there's nothing I couldn't control. I couldn't control anything, you know, like I had a hurt knee. That's a little bit of the story, but I just didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know who I was. So I'm here to tell you, and this is only episode 2 of the book, but I'm gonna start making more videos overall. I might start recording even at the gym. That's what I'm thinking of, just like really just doing like lifting videos daily, something like that. But I'm here to tell you, like, if you feel like you're alone, or if you feel like you don't know what to do, number 1, the Royal Upgrade and Prince, I'm here. That's what this community is for. And we're gonna keep growing this so that everyone that feels that way, you know that you have somebody. I promise you, you are not alone. And the funniest thing is too, once you start practicing these things and understanding your true mentality, you really realize if you have yourself and have true self-love, that's really all you need. Everything else and everyone else you meet on this journey is just really a plus. I promise you. But regardless, this is what this community is for. Man, I'm always here for you. I love y'all. Thank you so much once again for this wonderful journey. We're going to start posting a little bit more videos, man. Like I said, I'm thinking of doing the Omegle. I don't know. We'll see. There's billions of people in this world, man. And I feel like we're going to have a lot of people to connect with, hear a lot of stories, and you never know. And I feel like, you know, I could do, you know, later on, I do want to talk to monks. I do want to talk to higher spiritual people. But I feel like the best way to really start this is to really show day-to-day people like myself and you and their perspectives and their perspective and just their realities. Because you quickly realize from my perspective, now that you guys can kind of get a feel of how I really see things and how the change of your perspective can really change your life. We'll be able to see through Omegle, through talking to people day to day with the new microphones I just got and all these things, how people perceive their day and how we can help them throughout the day. Thank y'all so much. Once again, it's your boy Prince, and it's the Royal Upgrade.